This video is just part 1 of a 10-part series. Part 2 will be released tomorrow, part 3 the day after that, and so on for the next 10 days. So hit that subscribe button to stay tuned. And if you're watching this in the future when all 10 videos are out, then you can ignore all of this. Except the subscribe part, don't ignore that. It's a rough world out there right now. You know, who could have thought that spending all your money on Rubik's Cubes would one day lead to this? Broke and genuinely, literally living in a box. Albeit a pretty spacious one here. You got all the amenities. You got a nice comfy couch, a nice coffee table, the essentials. It's minimalist. I've bought probably over 100 puzzles by now, but I think the one that set my bank account over the edge, the straw that broke the camel's back, was the magnetic 11x11. I never really did recoup the cost of that transaction. Man, who else out there remembers the simpler times in cubing? And puzzles were more simple and were so expensive. Back in the early 2010s, there'd only usually be a couple puzzles reigning supreme on the market at any given time. And their performance was largely based on only two things: your ability to maintain controlled turning and your ability to set up the puzzle with proper lubrication, tensioning, and any modifications. Nowadays, so many cubes are coming out with these weird voodoo technologies like magnets, of course, maglev, whatever that is.
Maglev trains to get resources to the moon.
Coatings, whatever those are good for. There are these custom shop puzzles coming out nowadays that cost pound for pound more than gold. That's according to my calculations. Don't do the math, just trust me. There are, give or take, about 17,000 different kinds of lubricants, greases, and other kinds of potions that you can stuff into your cube to try to make it turn better. I don't even know where some of these get their names from. And don't even get me started on smart cubes. Yes, I have heard it all before. Some of us bringing into question as to why the best speed cubes have gotten exponentially more expensive over time. I mean, the economy's bad right now, but come on. And there is a fair point to that. I mean, why spend, over $80 on a puzzle that is maybe, 10% better than a very cheap one on the market that not only is a bestseller, but could be made perfect with just a little love given to proper tensioning and lubrication? Well, the answer to that is one I cannot give because I do not have any of these very expensive top-of-the-line puzzles, nor the skill to be able to reliably tell one apart from a cheap one. But that doesn't matter, because today I am on a mission to prove that you don't need to be part of the 1% in order to get your hands on a great puzzle. 10 great puzzles to be exact, all of which cost under $10. Okay, now I know you're probably already shaking with excitement out there, but to increase the tension and stress even further, I have constructed here the magical mystery bucket of wonder. From this bucket, we will pull out at random the puzzle to talk about, just to keep the tension high. Although these cubes will be in random order, we will be judging them in 3 parts. At the end of each video, we will wrap up with a summary of each cube's value, quality, and difficulty, ranked on a scale of 1 to 10. Just gonna give this a little shake. That probably broke some things, hopefully not. Okay, first up on the docket is the MoYu RS3M. It's a good place to start. Yes, the beautiful or reliable MoYu RS3M. This puzzle has been my main for probably about 2 years now, and I'm sure it's the main of a lot of you folks out there as well, and of course, very good reasons for that. First of all, most importantly, it's cheap. Sitting at just $8.99 right now for the old 2020 version, which is what I have here, or you can also get the newer 2022 Super for $9.99, just $1 more. Haven't tried that one myself, but I'm sure it's fine. But the older one is also fine. Like I said, it's been my main for, I think, since 2022. Yeah, my buddy got me it for Christmas, along with some other things.
All right, pop that.
Damn, you know how to open the box?
And first of all, one of the first magnetic cubes I've ever had, and it absolutely blew away my older main, which, to be fair, was a Along version 2, which is very, 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 very old. So there had clearly been quite a bit of technology implemented into the best speed cubes since I had gotten that as my main, the biggest of which was magnets. Okay, pretty much all decent speed cubes now are gonna come magnetic. And magnetic cubes have been able to sneak below into the kind of the budget territory for a while now, but it's still impressive just how slick and how controllable the RS3M still is, even compared to the very best speed cubes out there. And even this very puzzle, you can get upgraded different versions with maglev, with UV coatings or whatnot, and other kinds of enhancements. But for me, just the simple stock $8.99, a little bit of DNM 37 in there. It's good enough for me, and it's good enough for a bunch of you out there who use this as your main, even some of the best out there, continuing to smash records with this cheap little old reliable beast. So the MoYu RS3M, a puzzle that's been at the top of its game for a long time now. In our ranking, we're going to put the value of this cube at a 9, quality a 10, and difficulty a 3.